My people, in the midst of Olori Tobi Phillips' madness, you would discover that she has some sense attached to it. Yes, because what Olori Tobi Phillips have gone ahead to do, it is quite electrifying. It is so exciting that, everybody is saying, they didn't know that Tobi Phillips had this level of sense left in her. Because lately, we have been saying that Tobi Phillips have exhibited characters of someone who is not ready to give up at any point at all. She's just willing to fight despite they are not fighting her, and a lot of things put together. So my people, waiting Tobi Phillips do. You remember when we said Tobi Phillips paid a visit to the palace? She came to visit and she caught Olori Ronke red-handed in Olori Naomi's new apartment, which she is even yet to pack in. Hey, my people, that was how Tobi Phillips said, they should not let this matter slide down. The last time they caught Ronke in Olori Naomi's apartment, they had to let it slide that it was nothing, because she said it was nothing and everybody concluded it was nothing. But this time around, she insisted that something must be done about it. They must look into the fact that Ronke keeps sneaking in on Olori Naomi, keeps finding loopholes so that she could penetrate. She keeps finding very little channels, very little leftover spaces so that she could chip in and do whatsoever she wants to do. And what Tobi Phillips did will surprise you. My people, Tobi Phillips went ahead to bring her sisters. Yes, Tobi Phillips gathers all her sisters and brought them to fight Olori Ronke. Hey, my people, the palace have turned into a wrestling, but this time around, everybody is happy with Olori Tobi Phillips, reason being that she has done something that nobody has had the courage to do. Even if the palace have turned into a wrestling and everybody is fighting, everybody is shouting, they are quite happy because what Olori Tobi Phillips have had the courage to do what people have not had to do over the time. Because all this while we know that Olori Ronke would commit. This woman will actually do something quite bad, something quite confronting, but they will overlook it because she's older than the Kabiyesi and she is Kabiyesi's wife, she's this, she's that. They will give us a lot of reasons put together why they have overlooked it all together. But at the end of the day, all of these things need confronting, and Tobi Phillips have taken away a step to confront it. At the end of the day, they will tell us that what she did was right, but she did not do it the right way. That is what we always get to hear in the palace when they told Olori Naomi to use a blank check and tell if all the Olori should stay in the palace or they should leave upon her return. And she said she doesn't want polygamy, and the only person she can ever do polygamy with is Olori Elizabeth. People came out to say that if Ooni's father knew that he has the power to do any of those things, because he gave her the blank check and said whatsoever she says is what the Ooni will proclaim, whatsoever she says is what the Ooni would say, and it will come to pass. So now it became like whatsoever Olori Naomi is saying, it is what the Ooni himself has said. That was just a solution attached to that thing. And people came out to literally drag Ooni's father, that if he had the power, the capacity, if he had the audacity to do all of these things, then why didn't he do it? Why did he have to involve Olori Naomi? That was when they called him out. They said he did what was right, but he did it the wrong way. So which is the right way which have been done? Nobody said the right way until today. We are still here. They keep telling us he did it, it was right, but it was the wrong way he did it. Remember when the Ooni confronted Olori Naomi that even if she's not coming back into the palace, he would bring back Prince Tedenikawo, and people told him that whatsoever he said to Olori Naomi concerning Tedenikawo coming back to learn the ways of his people, coming back to follow tradition, know his people, blend with them, live with them, learn their tradition, it is right, but he did it the wrong way. My people, every single thing is always done the wrong way. So which is the right way? And today Tobi Phillips have taken it into her hands that what she must teach Ronke and Olori Miriam a lesson. And despite the fact that Tobi Phillips Phillips is one person that switches like a chameleon. Everybody is happy with her for taking this step. Now the question on board is this: why is Olori Tobi Phillips fighting for Olori Naomi? The last time we checked, Tobi Phillips is not yet done fighting for her own self. Then why is she all of a sudden fighting for Olori Naomi? That is a question everyone is asking, my people. Yes, now the question where everybody they ask right now be that, say, if Olori Tobi Phillips have not even fought for herself, because Tobi Phillips badly wants to return back into the palace. According to all we have seen, all we have followed lately, this is someone who wants to return back into the palace by all means. But she has not been able to conquer all odds, every single thing in front of her, because the way Kabiyesi granted her divorce, it was in such a way that she cannot just bypass him and return back into the palace. Yes, when she requested for divorce, it was more like Ooni said, this thing I've been waiting for all this while. He now had to call all the prominent men, call the elders, and he brought them together. He said, sit, everybody that needed to be in attendance. He called the person, they came, and that was how he signed the divorce papers for Tobi Phillips. So right now, on her returning back into the palace, even if with the fact that Naomi gave her conditions of which she can return back into the palace and stay peacefully, it might not really be possible, because a divorce was officially signed for Tobi Phillips to leave the palace. So my people, how is she going to bypass it? So everybody is now asking that, wait, what exactly is happening? Tobi Phillips is not yet done fighting for herself to return back into the palace, to return back into that so-called luxury she said she left behind. Because when things went bad, we heard that her supposed boyfriend dragged her in an open event that it resulted to so many people being concerned. She came out to call the Ooni that the Ooni does not care about her. If he really cared about her, he should have not granted her the divorce when she brought it, but he did it because he only loves Olori Naomi and he does not care about any one of them. But when it's Naomi, he would show concern, he will come out, he will be caring. But once it is them, once it is all these other Olori, he does not care about them at all. And he turned to a matter of, it was Tobi Phillips saying, is it true? Because when Olori Ronke visited Akure, when she visited the DJ of Akure, she said that the Ooni does not care about them. Yes, they are being emotionally down, their feelings are caged, because what? He cares only about Olori Naomi. If the Ooni cares only about Olori Naomi, the DJ of Akure would definitely be happy, because Olori Naomi is his sister. But the man went as far as calling the Ooni and asking, is it really true that you neglect some of your wives and prioritize others? And the Ooni was surprised. He was shocked at that statement, because deep down he has given all of them the same treatment. He has given them, all of them, the same recognition they deserve, and he takes sides with nobody at all. My people, at the end of the day, you would understand with me that whatsoever happens, it is, and whatsoever Tobi Phillips have done upon this day, people are applauding her mercilessly for it.